Hello again, friends. Here we are in my project world. It's creative, so it's a lot easier to show you how to do things. If you look over here, we have some of those lava pillars that you can make by your house to kind of give you an idea of where you are. So you can tell if you're in the distance, a big glowing rod would kind of be a little easier to find. So let's take a nap and build one of these in the daytime where it's a little easier. Okay. So basically what you want to do is grab yourself a whole bunch of cobblestone. Okay. We'll build one right here. Let's go out a bit. Okay. So you basically just want to build a little hole like that, and then you want to put a wall around it so when the lava starts pouring, it will stay in here. Okay, now remember, I also mentioned that you could just build a tower, in which case, here you go. Here's your tower. If you're far away, you can look at the tower and know where you are. Okay? Now, if you want to make a lava tower like this, and I'll say that you're making it in survival mode, okay? If you press the Shift key while you move forward, you will not fall off your tower. Just remember to keep the Shift button down. And then you can continually move forward like this and build, and you won't fall off. And probably from this height, kill yourself. So you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to kill yourself just for the sake of making a tower. So once you're this far ahead, you break off this. Now, one other thing you're going to need, and of course, I can just get it right here, but I'm going to need a lava bucket and a water bucket. Okay? So before you begin, make sure you have these two things. A bucket full of lava and a bucket full of water. So obviously the easy way to make that is just dump the lava on top of your tower, and it will begin to streak down the sides, and voila, you have your lava tower. Okay, and then you want to kind of get as far away as possible. And now you're thinking to yourself, okay, that's great, but now I'm stuck on one block way up high in the sky, and how do I get down? So, press Shift and move forward, and keep your hand on the Shift. Remember, you do not want to fall and kill yourself. And then place the water on the side of the block. Okay? And the water will begin to flow, and you can basically just walk off into the water, and you'll go all the way down. Remember to keep an eye that you're not drowning while you're in here. Okay, and there you go. And there's another reason we put the wall by the lava. You wouldn't want the water and lava mixing here. So what do if you want to get rid of the water? Well, basically you'll have to build a tower. Boy, I'm not making this easy, am I? I'm not used to creative. I spend so much of my time in survival. Okay, so here we go. So basically, come all the way up to the top of your water pillar again. And what you will need is an empty pail. Okay? And you just scoop the original piece of water and it will all go away. And then just destroy the one block, and then just with a pickaxe, work your way back down, and you're good. Okay? And all the water will disappear. So that's how you get rid of that. And then there you go. You've got yourself a nice, tall lava tower. And then, you know, to make it pretty, I just kind of threw a block in the corners kind of thing. If you want to make it much safer, you know, you could add a second wall so that you can't just kind of jump into the lava by mistake. You don't want to use a fence or anything like that because it will start to burn. So let's move on to the maps. Remember I was telling you about making a map. So once you have your iron and your redstone, by the way, 2 iron makes shears. You can get the wool off of sheep without killing them if you have some shears, so you can always do that. But in order to make a compass, you need 4 pieces of iron and 1 piece of redstone in the middle, just like that. And then you have yourself a compass. Now, in order to, let's just make one more compass so that I can show you the extended maps. Okay, in order to make a map, just put paper all the way around the compass, and then you have an empty map. Okay? And when you scroll on your map and you right-click, it shows you where you are. So you see the 3 lava towers there and my little house. Okay. So, if you want to make a bigger map, an extended map, like I was talking about, basically put the map in the middle and once again surround it with paper. And then you will have an extended map. Notice how much more area is covered on this extended map. And you can do it again and again and again until you come to the maximum area. So if you look again, the map's even bigger now. Like I said, your original point is not always in the center, probably very rarely in the center. It all depends where the world is kind of chopping things up. So here we're starting in the bottom right as opposed to my original map with my castle, which started me in the top left. So there you go. Okay, and then the other thing is, of course, you can just make a whole bunch of individual maps and just keep starting the new map when you come to the edge. But I don't know, I don't really recommend that too much. Now, in order to make the Nether portal, which I'm about to talk to, you will need some flint and steel in order to light it once you make it. And flint and steel, very simple. You just need a bar of iron and some flint, and there you have your flint and steel. Okay? So, let's go over to where I made the Nether portal. And then you can kind of see how this works. Okay, so if you've never seen one before, this is a Nether portal, and it takes you to the Nether world. So if we step inside, you can see basically it's transported you to hell. But not really. We're in the netherworld. There's lava everywhere. There's some neat stuff like nether quartz and glowstone up there, which can be used like lamps instead of torches. So anyway, when you walk back in, you come back to your world, basically. Okay, so let's just put this up. Okay, that will signify our house. Okay, so this is the nether portal near our house. Now let's say we're going far, far away, far, far away, far, far away, going further and further until so far that everything starts to disappear and gone. Okay, so we look around and there's nothing except the other nether portal that I previously made. So basically, to make a nether portal, gotta go 5 across and 4 up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. There. And then across. Okay, and then you need your flint and steel. Whoops, you don't want to drop it. You need it. You need your flint and steel, and you basically light it. Oh, what did I do wrong this time? Whoops. Okay, apparently nothing. I went in. I guess I lit it and walked in at the same time. Okay, so as you know, we were far away. So let's walk through again. And there you go. It brought us to where our house is. So that is the last method to get back to our house. It will always bring you to the first nether portal that you created and went through. Okay? So definitely an easy way to get home if you have the obsidian and the flint and steel ready to go. In creative, piece of cake, because you can get it. In survival, I suppose if you have extra and you bring it along just so when you want to go home you can step through a portal, then all the better for you. So let's just go through all 8 suggestions on how to find your home when you're lost. Number 1, leave a trail, whether it's torches or blocks or whatever, so you can follow it back home. Number 2, open the cords and find out what your coordinates are. Write them down for your house so you know where your home coordinates are. If you haven't done that, number 3 is write down your coordinates where you're lost, and then make a chest, put all your stuff in it, and then kill yourself. And you will respawn at your bed at home. That's assuming you haven't used beds while you're exploring. Otherwise, you will, again, spawn at your original spawning point. Number 4, go to the top of the tallest mountain and make a tower. Or if there's no mountains, just make a tower. And go as high as you can and look around. And hopefully you'll be able to see where your house is. And on the other side, you can always make a tower where your house is. You can see in the distance where I made the lava towers. You know, they're kind of easy to see. While I'm talking, I can back up and see how far away you can get. There, they're just disappearing there. So, I mean, you can't be forever away either with the towers, but, you know, at least it gives you something to look for. And number 6 is the good old compass. And if I'm using my compass, there, what you want to do is turn until the compass needle is facing up. And then just go in that direction. And it will, again, remember, it doesn't take you home. It doesn't take you to the bed you last slept in. It takes you to your original spawning point. And here in my project world, I just flew all over the place before I did anything. So my spawning point is far, far away and doesn't bring me anywhere. But under normal situations, point the needle so it's facing up, and then just follow it back to your original spawning point. And then number 7, we're using maps, whether a whole bunch of small ones, which I don't really suggest because you'll probably get confused with all the maps, or some extended maps, which give you a much bigger area. But even they have their limits. So, but that is another method not to get lost. And then last but not least is the Nether portal, which we just made here. Again, more for people who are advanced and have been around a while, because obsidian, if you're new, is not the easiest thing to get a hold of. You need a diamond pickaxe in order to mine it, and is basically standing lava that water has gone over. So not the easiest when you're just starting out. But if you've been around a while and you haven't heard of this and you've got lots of extra obsidian, you can certainly find your way home by using a Nether portal. And in creative, it's a piece of cake, obviously, because everything is at your disposal. So there you go. So I certainly hope that I helped you out today. And I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.